Okay, we're going to go into a more deep dive of the particular part of a project called Repos, where the repositories are stored. We're going to look at some of the features, particularly the features around controlling or locking down branches so you can control the rules and policies around merging code changes. So I'm going to go into one of these projects as an example. And as we said in the previous video, on the left-hand side is the Repos option. And if we just click there, that will bring us to the main page where we'll see a couple things. Each project can have multiple repos, as you see here. We've got a couple in there. We can add a new one from this screen. We can import another one from either local zip file or from GitHub or another repository. And we can manage all of our repositories here as well. Then I'm currently in the client repository, and then this is where my branches show up. As you'll see here, I have a lot of branches that are mine, and then a lot of branches that are just across the whole code set. So here, from this screen, I can do quite a lot of things. I could actually edit one of these files and create a new commit right here in the browser. We have done that for very quick changes that we know are needed. But most of the time it's just for reviewing and especially looking for pull requests and branches. So I mentioned in before, imagine a workflow scenario where a bug comes in and it gets logged here on the task board under work items. Somebody comes and just logs a bug, and we find that bug. It's assigned, let's say, to me. I can come right here from this bug and I can open it up. And over here on the right, I can create a new branch, you'll see here. And that branch will be associated with this item. So once I do that, whatever I'm working on will be in its own branch. And I can give that branch a name, my bug fix, let's say. And it's based on the clients. It's off of the master branch. I can configure all of these. I could take it off of another branch if I wanted. And then I can link work items to it right away. This is a work item, so it's automatically going to link that one, and I create the branch. Now this branch is what I can now clone. I showed it briefly in the other video, into VS Code to start working on this branch. So once I'm finished working on this branch and I commit it back, it will automatically create an option for a pull request. If I've committed recently, that will pop up here. If I haven't committed recently, then I can just create the pull request manually. And there's no things that I need to merge here, but let me see if there are any unmerged changes. Probably not, but we can create a pull request in a separate video. But suffices to say, what I want to show you is how to configure these so that when somebody is done with their branch and they're ready to merge it back in, the way that we've been structuring ours is that we have the master branch. So I'm going to go here to branches of this client repo. And we've got all the branches you'll see here, and we don't put any policies or rules on any of these sub branches, but the master branch is what's running in production. So this branch, we put some policies on, which you can configure on the right-hand side. You can see here down the bottom, branch policies. And once you do that on a branch, it sets up certain controls. For instance, to merge other branches into this master branch, we've set up to require at least one minimum reviewer, who then gets set up in the system. And it would be anybody who is assigned that role that could review code. Then also here, we are requiring a work item that is linked to the task, basically, that we can merge in so that people aren't just randomly merging in things that aren't tracked and audited in some other way. And then checking for resolution of unmerged things. And this can go a whole lot deeper because you can take it all the way to the build portion and to make sure that not just the build, but the production server status is good and all of these sorts of things. But the most important here is just being able to control that nothing gets past and merged into the master branch without at least one other person checking it. That is one of the essential things that I would recommend to implement. So that is some of the overall features of the repos. We're going to look at Git in general in another one when we're looking on more on the code side, but this is the features of Git, and most importantly how to control the branching of features when you're ready to merge code.